So I kind of wanted to talk about why you should not buy another guitar until you consider buying something that has more features, like this GTRS W800 guitar. Now, the company GTRS is not paying me for this video. I'm just doing it because I think it's about time somebody expose the truth about electric guitars or the guitar world in general. We spend way too much on gear and we don't get enough for that gear. Let me give you an example. You take a cell phone, for example. Cell phones kind of hit the mainstream around the late 1990s. By the mid 2000s, there was, we had the iPhone. So we had major breakthroughs in technology just with the phone, even in the last 40 or 50 years. From the rotary phone, well, I say 60 or 70 years actually, coming from the rotary phone to the digital phone to the cell phone to now we do everything on our phones. It's very odd that the electric guitar, which is, electricity is in its name, electric guitar, that it hasn't changed much. It hasn't changed much at all. And 70 or so years since Leo Fender, made the iconic Stratocaster, Telecaster, the iconic guitars that everybody kind of, knows and loves today. But basically, they were pickups, which are magnets that pick up the vibration of a string and send it out to a wire into an amplifier. That was revolutionary for its time. It was awesome. And even during Jimi Hendrix's era, which was about 10 to 20 years after, the first Strats and stuff came out, Jimi Hendrix, him and other players revolutionized, using effects and fuzz face and all this stuff, and everything was new. And it just seems like, sorry, something's bit me, it's itchy. It seems like things just freaking stalled. Like pretty much nothing new really happened. I mean, we had MIDI guitar, I think, in the early 80s or mid 80s or something. Alan Holdsworth played around with the Synthax thing, which is a totally separate type of instrument. But my bottom line is, for electric guitar, the concept of pickups sending out a signal through a wire, that remained unchanged until this guitar. I don't know of another guitar like it. Now, I have heard people tell me in comments and stuff, hey, there's been other companies that have put effects in guitars. Yeah, I get that, but that's like talking about the Apple Newton. I mean, the Apple Newton was ahead of its time, but we just didn't have the chip technology to where they could take the platform to where it actually needed to go until years later. Same with the guitar. Now that the chip technology is there, this company over in China, More Audio, and their offshoot brand GTRS, they are, pushing the boundaries by incorporating the effects and everything right into the guitar. And the way that you control it all is through this app that you download. So you download the app, you put it on your phone, and you can control, everything, all your patches, all your sounds, effects. You got amp, cab simulation, all that kind of stuff right in the guitar. And just to give you an idea of what it sounds like, so like, here's a clean sound. Here's a distorted sound. So I'm like, it's basically got cab simulation. It's got everything in here. Like, you can see everything that you can kind of control. Like right now, I'm on bank 1 and I'm on the patch C. So there's like Basically, in this guitar, you get 10 banks, bank 0 through 9. Each bank has 4 patches in it. Okay, so 4 different things you can select, 4 different sounds you can customize. So right now I'm on bank 1, and once you set it on a certain bank within the app, you can see right there it stays on that. That's the bank that it will stay in. So I'm on bank 1. So every time I can either switch the sounds by pressing these individual menu items in here, or I can simply just tap this switch, press this button, and the color changes on this, what you call the super knob, and it goes to the next patch. So I'm still in bank 1. So right now I'm on 1. I'm on 1A, 1B. See, I'm going to show you. Every time I press the button, you're going to see the banks change up there. Just press the button. I just press the button. I just press the button. So I'm on 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D. And you can tell, you can name them whatever you want to name them. As soon as you hit the little save icon over there, it'll bring up a little menu, and you can actually change the name if you want to, which I'm not going to do right now. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if in 2024, if you're buying a guitar that only is a guitar, I mean it's a guitar, this guitar is the same as a Strat or whatever. It's guitar is a guitar. But I'm saying if you're buying a guitar that does not have any sounds in it or doesn't do anything, I just feel like it's kind of a waste. It's not a complete waste of money, but it's kind of a waste of money. Especially if you're somebody new to guitar. Like if you're just getting into guitar and you have no brand loyalty, I'm getting something that's kind of like the iPhone of the guitar. This has everything built into it. And I didn't talk about all the other stuff that's built into this app, like a tuner, looper. Like if I hold down the super knob, you'll see this is going to switch to a tuner. See what I mean? Just by me holding down that super knob, and I can just tune right there, on my, on the guitar or whatever by looking at the app. There's a drum machine built in there. There's a looper built in there. I mean, you can get in all that later if people have questions about it. But this guitar is like $700 on Amazon, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I know some of you long-term players are like, oh, $700, it's probably cheap. It's probably a cheap guitar. It's not a cheap guitar. Nope. I play some Kiesels at the Guitar Center in Atlanta, and shout out to Kiesel, by the way. They make great stuff. I will say a Kiesel probably plays a little bit better than this. A little bit better. I'll give it to Kiesel on that. But Kiesel's a company that makes headless guitars and other types of guitars. But this guitar, the build quality is really, really good. I mean, this is like a 5-piece neck or something like that. It's roasted maple, headless. You got, I guess you call them locking tuners, because you bring the strings through and you lock it down with an Allen wrench. You got everything. And more importantly is it's portable. You can you could take this to a gig. I did a gig at the Buckhead Theater in Atlanta where I took this guitar and I literally plugged into the direct box, gave them my guitar cable. They plugged me into a direct box. It wasn't even a stereo direct box, I don't think. Plugged me into a direct box, and we plugged my phone. I used my phone as an MP3 player. We plugged that through the house system. Now, I could have played my phone tracks through the guitar because the guitar is a Bluetooth receiver. So, for example, if I come in here into my phone and I hold down the Bluetooth thing and I find the okay, it doesn't want to show up. Okay, here it is. W800 audio. I have it labeled W800 audio. Oh, black W. Oh, no, this is the white one. Let me hit scan to scan my Bluetooth. It would be decide not to work just when I'm making this video, but I might have to turn the Bluetooth off, back on and off, or turn the super knob back on and off, which I don't really feel like doing right now. So suffice it to say, you can play any kind of Bluetooth audio through this guitar. This guitar shows up inside your Bluetooth devices. You'll see the guitar's name come up, and you can change the name of it too to something more recognizable. Like I changed mine to GTRS White, and for some reason it's not finding it, even though I'm hitting scan. So okay, we ain't gonna worry about it right this second. I don't know why. Well, just to show you that I'm not joshing with you, I bought this little cheap MP3 player off of Amazon for like 30 or 40 bucks, and even it can play through this guitar. You just come in here to the Bluetooth settings, and you see white GTR. It shows up in here, and it already says it's connected. So I'm just gonna play a track. It's already connected. I'm just gonna show you. I'm a coming. Come, chameleon. Do. Shout out to Boy George in the Breakfast Club. I mean the whatever club he was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Social club. Boy George in the. Okay, so I'm gonna play a track through here. Let's see. Sorry. Played the wrong track. Sorry about the chickens out there. It's not my chickens, but the neighbor. The neighbor has chickens. Alright. Go back. Gee whiz. Sound card. UGL sets. Okay, here we go. So y'all hear the track. It's playing through my... It's literally because I have my guitar plugged in.
You're looking.
So you can see right there, I'm playing this through the guitar, and the way that you mix that MP3 audio is, of course, you know, the guitar has a built-in mixer that you control with the software, as I was just telling you before. Lost my Bluetooth connection, so I'm resyncing it back up with the guitar because I was doing something. Yeah, so I would not buy. I won't. I can't say I'll never buy another electric guitar unless it's like something like the GTRS. But I'm pretty much saying I probably won't buy. Because it's just not functional. It's not reasonable. It's like buying a phone that's just with the keys or whatever, and all you can do is text, and you have to text using the numeric keys. It's just there's no reason why everybody is not moving in this direction. And I talked to the guy Kemper. I guess his name is Kemper. He owns Kemper at the NAMM show this year. I was kind of running it by him, telling him what these guys were doing. And he's a cool guy and all. I don't have nothing negative to say about Kemper, but he was just kind of blowing it off. He was like, yeah, the market really doesn't want that. Da da da. They like their stuff separate. And he's probably right, because guitar players like women in shoes. It's like they collect them. They don't wear half of them, and they got an opinion about it. Guitar players, they're hard to please. Guitar players, they can be very fickle. But the new generation of players that are coming out, they don't care. They don't care if it was a 1959 Les Paul, blah, blah, blah. Bump all that. How much stuff do you got to take to the gig and set up? Okay? How easy is it to set up? How much versatility do you have with recording, with having effects and things on the go? Being able to play along with tracks. There's the mixing board I was telling y'all about. So, so the Kemper guys, I don't know if they're going to do it, but I was telling him, I was like, dude, if you build that Kemper where people were doing the IRs and all that, like, take that platform and shift it to guitars. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all on a chip anyway. Why do I shouldn't need no big old... I think they put things in a big box just to make you feel like you're getting more for your money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if they just put it in a cell phone, people be like, nah, that's cheap, I'm not getting that, or whatever. So they put it in these big old boxes, and but you don't have to do that. If GTRS can put this stuff in the guitar, I mean, come on, man. I mean, first BYD with the electric guitars, and, now GTRS, they're killing the game, So come on, guys. We got to start innovating a little bit over here. But, yeah. So I won't be buying a guitar pretty much unless it can do more stuff. All right, peace.